y'all, it's me, Fletch, back at it again with yet another story time that you already know, because I'm the baddest. What? The baddest transmission on YouTube, and that is of the period, darling. So, y'all, it has been, oh my goodness, like I want to say it's been about like 3 weeks. Really like a week and a half, maybe 2, since I've been on here. But let me give y'all a cute little update real quick. We're gonna get right into this story time, okay? So I recently started back working, you guys. A bitch is no longer like, doing YouTube full time. Like I'm back to like doing like regular like 9 to 5 work, which is not a problem. However, you guys, I'm gonna try my best on my off days to make a story time for you all. So my posting schedule is gonna be a little wonky because I work early in the morning times. I mean, like at 3 o'clock, 4, 5, sometimes even 2. Like, girl, it just honey, it just depends on what the company needs at the moment. I do inventory, you guys. I won't be on here as much because when I get off work, I'm going to be tired. I'm going to want to go to sleep. So I just wanted to give y'all a little update on what's been going on in my personal life, you guys. So basically, that's pretty much it. So y'all, let's go ahead on and get right into this story time. So y'all, I was on my little daily scroll up on this app called Tag. Y'all already know how it goes, girl. If you don't know what Tag is basically like the same as like Grindr, Jacked, Plenty of Fish, BLK. It's just like a little dating singles app thing where you meet singles and y'all hang out, go out to eat. Mainly, it's not about going out to eat and hanging out, but girl, you get what I'm saying. So, and a lot of times they don't even be single, but like that's neither here nor there. So, I was on my little scroll with her kiss and be swiping right on the guys that I think would be good for the night, swiping left on the guys that I know I don't want to with and I know I'll fight. So, I ended up swiping right on this boy, and boom, sis, we were a match, of course, like always. Let's call him Krush. Friend was blowing up my line, you guys. Like, mind you, I had never known that he had been texting me. I don't know if I said that sentence right, but whatever. I didn't know that he had been texting me for a long ass time like he had, because I don't really pay attention to my inbox like that. Like, I have 2 phones. This phone, I have one profile on, and then the next one, I have another profile on. Basically, y'all, what I was saying, because I said it and then I didn't finish off saying what I was saying. Basically, y'all, I have 2 phones, like I said. I have one phone that I record on, which is this one right here, and then I have my other phone. This phone has my very first profile up on here. And of course, like I have guys that text me up on this phone. And then my main phone that I take with me everywhere has my secondary tagged account up on there for like, if I'm out and about, boys hit me up, whatever. So I didn't see that he had been texting me up until I checked my messages from this phone's account on tag. On my primary phone, I don't have him on that account. I hope that makes sense. Having a little conversation, chit-chatting up where the case may be, y'all. And mind you, it was like over 10, 15 messages of him just simply talking to himself. He wants to know, like, oh, are you free? Are you free? Are you free? I'm just like, child, like, if you see them not responding, girl, obviously it means that I'm not interested. And y'all, I really hate, like, telling people that I'm not interested. I hate rejecting people because some people can't handle rejection. Folks are crazy out here, girl. They will try to off you just because you said that, oh no, boo, I don't want any friends right now. Like, I have a boyfriend. Like, girl, it's crazy out here. He ended up asking what was my phone number, and I ended up sending him my number, obviously. So, he has my number now. Came the day where we devised a plan to link up, right? Krush was texting me, asking me, like, well, do I have a car? Like, am I mobile? Because he wanted to know if I could come over to his place. So y'all already know, like, I don't have a vehicle because of this whole DUI thing that I have going on. Until I get known all that shit, I will not be able to get a car, girl. Well, I probably could, but girl, if I get pulled over, honey, clink, clink, and I'm not trying to go back. After I told friends I didn't have a car, he said, I do. I'm like, oh, so you looking to pick me up? Ooh, so your plan was to pick me up anyway, girl. Like, come on now. Treat a lady like she's supposed to be treated, honey. So I was like, okay, you know what? Well, that's cool. That's fine. That's a vibe. He was like, so where do you live at? So I sent friend my address. Okay, you're not that far from me. Like, around the corner from me. Blah, 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 right? Okay, cool. So friend gets to hop in his little car. So he's telling me that he's on his way. You already know what I did, girl. Around this time, y'all, my hair was jet black. Y'all know how my hair was at first. My hair was jet black. And I had just freshly pressed my hair out, y'all. I had on, what did I have on that day, girl? I'm trying to think. I believe I had, okay, yeah. So I had on that little pink, like, nightgown thing that I was wearing in that Storytime when I told you my first time doing an X-Peel. I had that dress on, the little night dress on, and I had on some little socks, these little house socks, little grippers, girl, because you never know what the night's gonna give, but you always gotta be ready, girl, because you never know. I had on my little white feel-out flip-flops, girl, and I had my little jewelry on, girl, looking real cute, smelling real good. I already had douched prior to him hitting me up, so I didn't have to worry about going to the bathroom trying to douche and get myself together and stuff. I had already took a shower, I already had douched, brushed my teeth, washed my face, so bitch is getting very much so clean, pristine, honey. To express to y'all what friend looked like in my honest opinion, he gave me the vibes of a pee, and I don't mean no urine either. Like, he dressed very like pee-ish. It was like a blue jean, big, like, huge fur coat. He had on like these little golden shades, 5-10 different rings on his hand. He was like a dark-skinned guy. He was about, like, give or take, from the pictures, he looked like he was about like a good 5'8", 5'9", really slender. He just wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he wasn't ugly. He definitely was not unattractive at all. Very handsome man. But he just kind of gave off a very, like, weird, creepy vibe. Like, I don't know how to explain it, girl. I'm sitting down in my room. I'm chilling, minding my business, watching TV, girl. You already know. The cat was not in here, and I was not watching Ridiculousness this time, girl. I was watching Family Guy. And, like, you know, I'm just waiting on friend to let me know when he's outside. You know, waiting on I'm on my way or I'm outside text be, like, the most anxiety-filled text in the world. Because, like, girl, you just never know what the link up is going to give, girl. And friend lets me know that he's outside. Y'all, I also had these little flips in my hair, too. I had, like, these little cute little flips. So, you know, I'm getting ready to walk on out, girl. I ready to pack my little purse up, girl. I have my cute little Michael Kors bag with me, girl. I tiptoe on outside, girl, in my cute little feel-off flip-flops, girl, that I got from Burlington School. And I'm looking for the car, girl. I'm like, where's the car? So maybe he did the I'm outside thing for me to already be outside. So when he pulls up, I'm already outside. So I'm like, where are you parked at? And he was like, I'm outside. I'm like, but where are you parked at? So I'm looking around, girl. Friend is parked at a house that's like 5 houses down, girl. I'm like, friend, you are not at my house. I don't know whose house that is, but you need to pull on up this way because I don't know who that is. And I'm not going to walk all the way down there, girl. It's these Hispanic folks that stay on the corner. Girl, they got electrical fence. 5 different guard dogs. They got a pit bull, a Doberman, and a Rottweiler. Girl, what the hell are you? And a girl, and a German Shepherd. Girl, that's 4. What are y'all doing? So he floats on down this way, girl. And then when he pulls up, I don't know if I was on the battlefield of World War II. But honey, when I tell you that car pulled up, why is this thing shaking like a machine gun? No, Kelly. I'm not the one to judge nobody's vehicle because I don't have one. When I tell y'all, that car was shaking like it got Tourette's, honey. Like, that car was shaking. The house down boots, girl. Hop on in, you know, I sit down and I turn and I look over, girl. Now, from first glance, this man looked like he was not the man in the picture. So that kind of like threw me a little bit. But I was like, you know what? It is dark outside. I may not be able to see him completely because there's no lights on. It's dark. 9 out of 10. When we get inside this house, it's going to look different. Fast forward, right? So we pull on up to friend's house, girl, and turns out friend lives in an area that I'm familiar with, girl. He lives in my old hood, whatever the case may be, girl. And, you know, he pulls on up, you know, he parks the car. So he gets out on his side, and I'm just sitting there with my purse, and I'm looking at him, and he's staring in the car at me. I'm looking at him like, because he told me that there was no handle on the outside, on the inside of the door. So I'm like, how the hell am I going to get out there if there's no handle? It's like, you can just roll down the window and unlock it and then just pull the handle. I'm like, boo, because no, not you got me doing this on my own. Like, you could be a gentleman to come over here and do it yourself or whatever. So they're walking upstairs, you know, friend, grabbing my little booty and whatnot, girl, whatever, right? So we get on to his house. And, you know, we chit-chatting, we talking, you know, we ain't really talking about much. Like, everything is pretty, like, you know, boring, to be quite frank with you. Everything is so boring. Like, he's literally not anything like he was in the text messages. Like, I'm thinking, oh, you know, friend's gonna be all hyped to see me. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna vibe out. Like, he's gonna be loud, energetic, spunky. Y'all, mind you, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's kind of understandable why he, you know, wasn't too hyped to see me. But You could have at least like made me feel welcome in your home, honey. I went into those apartments that he lived in, girl. Those apartments are so beautiful on the inside. They are gorgeous, honey. And I'm not gonna tell y'all where. I'm sitting on the couch, girl, and basically like to express to y'all like how his whole like apartment layout was. So you walk in the front doors, obviously. You have the living room right there. You walk clean to the living room. He had like a brown couch that was sitting up against the wall, like back this way. And then he had like a table with the TV on top of it, like an actual like table, like a dinner table with a TV on top of it. I'm not coming for nobody. So then once you curve around the corner, there's the kitchen. And then once you curve back around the other corner, like you keep straight, there's the bedroom. He had a bathroom in his bedroom. Okay. Real cute, real fancy, like, you know, fit for like a bachelor like himself, you know, not really too much going on there. That's fine, that's fine. You know, me, I never really asked him like what he liked to do sexually per se, but I was looking forward to like, you know, munching on a little bit of some meat or whatever, girl, because friend did send me a little pic, and I was like, ooh, girl, this is gonna taste pretty good. I already had in my head what I wanted to do, and I'm pretty sure he had in his head what he wanted to do. So, girl, you know, we chit-chat, we talking a little bit, girl, and then, like, you know, friend want to be all up under me, he want to cuddle all up under me and stuff, so I'm cuddling with him, and then, like, you know, we get to, like, kissing, so I'm kissing him and stuff, girl, you know, we tongue kissing a little bit, but he can't kiss for shit. Like, I've had instances where there were guys that didn't know how to kiss, but that's like when I was like 13, 14, 15, girl. We were like little kids kissing each other. Like, girl, like, duh, how you gonna know how to kiss you little ass kid? But this man, like, girl, first of all, let's be quite frank here. Friend's teeth was all balled up like a Walmart flip-flop. Like, girl, his eyes were jaundiced. You don't know what jaundice is? His eyes were yellow. It's like something wrong with your freaking kidneys. I believe so. I don't think it got anything to do with your gallbladder, girl, but it makes your eyes turn yellow. It's like a stage of tuberculosis or something. Girl, like, cause he smoked cigarettes. Like, oh goodness, oh girl. Real skinny peanut head, really, really short. Really short. Like, me and him are literally the same height. I was expecting this man to be like tall. Like, this man was literally like right here. Mind you, we smoked just a cute little blunt. So, you know, weed makes me. So, my little friend starts to rise to attention and stuff, right? So, as we're kissing, friend slides his hand across my thigh, and then he starts playing with my lady bits. Now, mind y'all, I was not expecting him to do that because I never asked him what he was into. So, when he grabbed on me, I was like, oh, girl, you might be getting some bop bop tonight, bitch. So friends like playing with my lady bits and stuff. You know, he's playing with my little chopstick, you know, handling her, like trying to do a little 1 2 1 2 1 2, right? Friend is just like messing with my lady bits. I'm like, you gonna put your mouth on it? Like, girl, like you just tapping on her, you just tickling her, you know, I'm not understanding like why you ain't put your mouth on it yet. Like, I'm just, what's going on? Fast forward, girl, I never got the bop bop that I was hoping I was gonna get. That was a fail. But then, girl, we went back into the bedroom, girl. You know, I'm already high. My fresh press, you know, it's kind of like, you know, getting stiff and, you know, puffed out because, girl, like, you know, we moving around, we rolling around up on the bed and whatnot, girl. We get to his bedroom, honey, and I kind of ate for his ass a little bit, but it just, everything was just so, like, whack, y'all. Like, everything was so whack. It was so whack. You have been blowing me up all this time. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Oh, I want to, ooh, 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 ooh. And then when we get there, it's where's the ooh? Friend wanted to, like, you know, get on top of me and, like, you know, kiss on me and stuff, right? So friend's kissing on me, kissing on my neck, and so he starts kissing on my little nipples and whatnot, girl. And y'all know I love to get my little nipples sucked, right? Horrible, horrible, horrible. Nobody got fucked that night. Nobody got fucked that night. It was lame, girl. Like, it was so lame. Girl, their friend is picking me up, throwing me around like I'm a rag doll and stuff. Girl, I'm flying over here, girl. I look up, my whole, like, press and flew out my head. Girl, it's laying on the floor. My little shirt and flew off. Girl, it's on top of the ceiling, girl. My leg over here, my arm over there. And friend is just, like, slamming me down on the bed. Like, girl, who do you think you are, Hunter Hearst Hemsley? So I'm telling friend, like, you need to calm down. Like, you're being a little bit too rough with me. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, some women like that aggressive shit. I'm like, well, I don't. I'm very passionate. I'm very, like, soft. I want you to be able to feel everything in the moment. I don't want you to feel like I'm like I don't like that. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, some dudes be real hyper during, like, sexy time, and they want to throw you all around and pull your hair and slap you across your face and choke you and stuff. That's cute when you doing it right. He was doing it completely wrong. And he, like, aggressively, like, rubbing his, like, dick up against the side of my, like, thigh. Like, I don't know, like, y'all know, well, y'all probably don't know, but guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you know how you have that little gap that's, like, right there, the little crease that's like this connects your thigh to like your private area, the little creases right there. Girl, so he's like, I guess trying to grope himself right there, and he's being so abrasive. Like it started to burn. Like he was being very rough with me. So girl, I was like, you know what, boo, it's time for me to go. Cause like I'm not gonna deal with this all night. Like I told a friend, look, I got somewhere to go in the morning. Like I got an interview to go to. And he was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, you want to come back and see me? I was like, yeah, like maybe we get like some drinks or something like that. You know, we could be cool. We could vibe out. And he was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm fine with that. I was like, okay, great. Well, you know what? I'll see you later. Boom, boom. Bye. Night. It's done. I was like, you know what? Sometimes goodbye is a second chance. And I'm willing to give this man a second chance, right? So he ended up hitting me up. I want to say sometime in August, and he was like, hey, you know, what you doing? Would you like to hang out tonight? I was like, sure, like, I wouldn't mind hanging out, you know, like, what are you planning on doing tonight? Like, you know, do you want to, like, get some drinks? Like, do you want me to bring my own Mary Jane up over here? Like, what are the, like, what's the tea? Like, what's going on? He was like, yeah, like, you know, we could pop some bottles, like, smoke some weed, and we could just turn up tonight. I'm like, turn up? Girl, I love to turn up. So I'm hoping this turn up will be a turn up that I'm interested in turning up in, right? This has been, like, a week after, like, that had happened. Well, friend is up calling me, and he's like, hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? So he was like, hey, so I got a question to ask you. I was like, yeah.
So, do you know anything about Krush?
No, like, what's that? He was like, you know, it's ICE. I was like, yeah, you know, I did that before, like, at a linkup, and like, it made me go limp lettuce, so I'm definitely, like, not interested in doing that anymore. So, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to, like, use that. That's not nothing I need. Like, I don't need that because, like, my sex drive is already high. Like, even the honey packets that folks was hype about, them things don't work for me. X pills, them things don't work for me. Nothing that y'all use for these sexual enhancements work for me. So I just want to say, thank God that I was blessed with a high sex drive. I got myself together. Like, I freshly pressed my little hair. You already know what it gives, girl. You already know what it gave. And I done took a shower. I done douched, whatever the case may be. And now I'm feeling real clean, feeling real cute, ready to see what this night's gonna hold for me. And he's like, hey, you know, are you ready? I was like, yeah, you know, I'm already ready. I had on this black shirt that said, I think it said, I'm not rude. I just say what everybody else is thinking. And I had on these gray shorts. And I had on my little slides, some black socks, had my cute little Juicy Couture necklace on, these big gold hoops, and I had brought my cute little polo bag with me, girl. A friend was like, would you like for me to pick you up? I was like, yeah, like that would be fine. He was like, okay, well, give me like a couple of minutes. I'm finna do something. I was like, okay, cool. So friend is calling me like later on, and he's like, hey, you know, I just wanted to know, like, did you want to do some crush with me? I was like, no. He was like, I thought you said that you wanted to do that. I said, no, I told you that I did it before and I didn't like it. So, like, why would you go and waste your money on something like that and expect me to do this with you? My skin is not peeling off. I have on facial scrub, girl, because I'm washing my face. But basically, y'all, because this isn't going to make sense. This next part is going to jump to. So after we got off the phone, after he was asking me did I want to do that stuff with him, and I told him, like, no. My friend ended up being like, oh, well, you know, I actually don't feel like driving my car right now because I don't want it to, like, be shutting down or anything like that, like, on your way to, like, my house or me taking you back home. So, like, would you like for me to Uber you to my house instead? A friend got me a cute little Uber driver up over to his house, right? You know, I'm in the car, chit-chatting with the Uber driver. You know, everything's cool, everything's fine. We pull on up to the house, and girl, I get on out, girl, I'm shutting my stuff, you know, get out the car. Then, mind you, like, I'm seeing somebody, like, standing on the curb, staring at me, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is one of these dudes that live here. He's gonna try to talk to me. Like, I'm really not interested in talking to nobody right now. I'm ready here for a link up. I do not want to chit-chat with you. So, I'm looking around, girl, and then friends looking at me like, what you looking for? I'm right here. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that was you. Like, you just sitting there staring at me all menacingly, like you didn't say nothing. Like, I'm asking you where you at. Like, you're clearly seeing me text you, and you're looking at your phone, and I'm like, where are you at? And you're looking at me text you, where are you at? And you're just staring at me. That was strike one. That was weird. And friends, like, I see you just got your hair done. I'm like, yeah, you know, but don't touch my hair because, like, you know, I don't mind you pulling on a weave, but don't pull my real hair. Do not pull my real hair. Don't be in my real hair because if you can't fix it, don't f with it, okay? I walk on in. Friend got 2 bottles of Tito's. He got some Mary Jane. And I'm just like, oh, girl, we finna have a grand ass time. Like, you know, so I'm sitting there, you know, he was like, here's the glass. You can pour you a shot. I'm like, okay, cool. So I pour me a cute little shot, girl. Took the first shot. Boom, girl, done. So I'm sitting there. I'm a little hype, girl. I'm starting to feel myself. You know, we having a grand time, you know, because I packed my purse with my little speaker and my Amazon Fire Stick. I just forgot my remote, girl. So that kind of like, ugh. But I had my Amazon Fire Stick and my speaker. So he connected his phone to my speaker so he could play some music instead. So as he's playing his music, mind you, this music is so loud, by the way. I pulled up to his house around like 10. So I'm sitting there, you know, we vibing out, you know, drinking, you know, chit-chatting. And as I put my purse down, I'm noticing that this man is sweating bullets, y'all. I was like, why is this man so sweaty? And of course, y'all know, if you black, you know, if one drop of liquid gets on your hair and you just got a fresh press, you can say goodbye to your fresh press, because your hair is not gonna look like this. It's gonna look like when you just got out and washed it and blew it out. So I was really like, kind of like, ugh, because I didn't want him to touch me with his sweaty ass face. He comes around the corner out the kitchen and he's like, hey, so, you know, I got this. I see it. And I'm looking at him like, okay. So then friends like, have you ever like, you know, like ate it before? I'm like, no. He's like, well, you need to eat it because it'll work better if you eat it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. He's like, well, you know what? Have you smoked it? I'm like, yes, I smoked it before. Well, you need to like do it this way because that way it's going to work this way. You need to like try to do it like this, try to let that, put it inside your alcohol and do it like this and do it like that and then do this and then do that and then do this and do that. And I'm like, friend, like, I'm not about to do this. Like, dude is literally trying to pressure me into doing this damn drug. I done told you, I don't do stuff like that. Why do you keep on trying to pressure me into doing this? Like, I told you, I'm not doing that. So then friends like, come on now, like, you know, just do it, just do it, just do it. I'm like, no, I'm not about to do it. Like, I told you it don't work for me. Like, I'm not doing it. Even if it did work for me, girl, that was like a bucket list thing. This is not no habit of mine. He's like, you know, well, I'm gonna give you a piece just in case you decide to eat it. I'm like, okay. So you handed me that piece, girl. I threw this up behind the TV, girl. I'm not about to do that. Like, I done told you, I'm not doing that. So I done poured me my second little glass of Tito's. So I done finished that off, girl. Put my little glass down. So we're chit-chatting, you know, I'm starting to feel the effects of the tequila kicking in, girl. Tito's is tequila, right? It was the vodka. Like, Fred is trying to, like, pull me close to him. Mind you, like I said, this man is sweating bullets. He's trying to pull me close to him. And he is sweating so bad. So bad. So I'm trying to, like, move my head away from him and stuff like that. But he's trying to, like, pull my face towards him. I'm like, like, this is what we're doing, like, the whole time. It's like, dude, I do not want any sweat to touch my hair, because if this sweat touches my hair, like, that's it. He's like, so, like, what are some of the things that you like to do? So I done told friend, like, some of the things that I like to do. He's like, you know, I'm not really into all that stuff. Like, I like to mess up with trans girls that act like women. First of all, what are you trying to say here? Because just because I like to munch on a little booty and I like to get my little wee-wee munched on, that don't mean that I'm acting like a man, honey. Because you eat girls out and eat girls' ass all the time. What that mean? So that was strike two. Well, no, strike two was him trying to force me to take that shit, and I told him I wasn't going to take it. That's strike two. Telling him, like, well, you know, friend, if you would be open to doing certain things, like, you know, we could have a lot more fun. So he's just trying to tell me all these sweet nothings, whatever it is, girl. So then we kind of, like, had a little moment, had a little fun, girl. Blah, blah, blah. Boring, 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 boring. Like, it literally was the same way it was the first time. But here's the kicker. Now, remember what I said when I was, like, doing that stuff makes you go limp lettuce, right? So friend had already been hitting on that before I got there. So mind you, we're doing our big one, or at least attempting to do our big one, and friend is not getting stiff at all. At all, y'all. So one thing I hate is to waste my time. And another thing I hate is to be pressured into doing something I don't want to do. And another thing I hate is when somebody doesn't listen to me when I'm trying to tell them something. Like, I'm not going to tell you anything that's going to hurt you or me. I'm telling you this for the best of your benefit. Hell, I already done did it before. Why don't you listen to me? So, girl, friend is like limp lettuce. He's not getting hard. Nothing. So I kind of was just getting irritated with it. Like, girl, we ended up like leaving outside the house, going outside. You know, he was trying to like do a little 1, 2, 3, 4 with me outside, girl. Mind you, ain't got no clothes. Is something on me? Ooh. And we're standing outside, and he's saying somebody's watching us. Boring, right? Still, nothing went down from that. Nothing went down from that. Like, he wanted me to pee and stuff, so I started peeing outside. He wanted to grab my dick while I was peeing. Like, it was just weird. Like, everything was just so weird. So, after we were outside having a little Ponderosa type of thing going on, girl, friend trying to watch me urinate, which is so fucking weird. You know, we ended up going back up the stairs, going back in the house. Mind you, naked, ass naked, friend ass naked too, and we outside ass naked. Like, girl, it's crazy. It would have been a great experience had he been able to do what he's supposed to do. So we come on back in the house, girl. I'm really like starting to get fed up at this point, because normally, like, I try to work with people, but in a situation like that, me knowing what you just did, nothing's gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna get stiff. Nothing's gonna happen. We go back in, and then Fran's like, oh, you know, sit on my face. I'm like, okay. So now I sit on his face, girl. He's not even eating my booty meat correctly, girl. So I'm just like really irritated now. I done broke one of the man's glasses by accident because like I put the bottle down and cracked his glass. Whatever, girl. Not important, right? Whenever I'm at a link up and I'm constantly checking my phone, that means that I'm ready to go. So I'm texting this guy, y'all, and for the sake of the story, so I'm gonna call this guy Rico, okay? So remember Rico. So I ended up checking my phone, you know, because I'm trying to see, like, you know, what's going on, right? So I ended up seeing that my favorite link up, this Puerto Rican man, he ended up hitting me up, girl, and he was like, hey, you know, what's up with you? I'm like, friend, nothing. I'm just at this boy's house getting drunk, you know, I really don't want to be here no more. Like, would you mind picking me up? He's like, well, where am I supposed to be picking you up from? So I ended up texting him, telling him like where I'm supposed to be located at. He was like, oh, like I live like around the corner from this. I'm like, you live around the corner from here? He was like, yeah, like I live like 5 minutes away from here. Friend ended up like pulling up. So after Rico told me that he was outside, y'all, I was getting my stuff together, putting my clothes back on and stuff. And then Krush is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, friend, I'm about to get ready to go because like it's just not it. Like, the vibe is not doing what's supposed to happen. Gabe, like, you said we was gonna have a good time, and I'm not having a good time. Like, granted, it could probably come off that I came to your house to drink your liquor and smoke your weed, which I did. However, you know, I honestly did come there because I'm thinking, oh, you know, you finna turn up with me, you finna have a good time, you know, you're gonna let loose, let me do what I want to do, you're gonna do what you want to do. You're just gonna let go of your morals, I guess, your toxic masculinity for the night and enjoy yourself and have a good time with me. So Ray's like, oh, you know, well, you're not doing anything to make me get hard. I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? I done did everything all under the sun, honey. I done played in your ass. I done sucked your dick. We done kissed. You know, all types of stuff. I done sucked your toes. Like, what the fuck else do I need to do? Like I was saying, when Rico told me that he was outside, baby, I didn't care about anything that Krush was talking about because Rico, that's my guy. That's my man. So, I'm going to leave every time Rico hit me up. Every time. So, girl, I'm walking out and stuff, right? And then Fran's trying to plead his case to me and stuff. So then Fran starts to grab me, y'all. So he grabs my arm. I'm like, don't touch me. Like, why are you grabbing me? And I mean, like, he's grabbing me, like, hard. I'm like, why are you grabbing me? And he's like, no, just stay for a little minute. Just stay. Like, you can't stay like 15 or 20 minutes. I'm like, no, friend. Like, you're not doing anything that's going to make me want to stay. He was like, just try some more stuff. Try some more stuff. I'm like, I'm not trying anything else because everything I like to do, you don't do. Like, how many more times I got to say that? So then I'm walking out the door. He was like, can you tell your ride, like, you know, to wait like 30 minutes? I said, boo, my ride is already outside. I'm about to go. So, baby, I tiptoed on down them cute little stairs, girl. Walk through the foyer, whatever you want to call it, little place, girl. And then as I'm heading out, girl, I get on my cute little phone, honey, and I make a cute little snap because, bitch, not you wasting my time. Y'all, my hair look a hot ass mess, but once I fix my hair up, it's gonna look so cute. But y'all, like, these niggas out here in Memphis, like, they just don't know what they doing, girl. I came over to this nigga house at like 9, 10 o'clock, girl, and this man literally like has not done anything. Like, this man's like dick don't get hard because he wanted to do some ice, bitch. Like, what the fuck? So it's just like, nigga, like, you not getting hard, like, you lame as fuck. Like, I'm finna go home. Like, girl, fuck out of here. I'm going to go ahead on and end this here because I'm already 36 minutes in. I don't know how much more time I have left to record. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will catch you guys in my next one. Make sure you guys follow me on my socials. They'll be in the description box below. And yeah, I will catch you badass bitches in my next one. Bye bye, bitches.